Picture this, it's the early 1600s. The world believes the Earth is the fixed center of the universe, with the sun, moon, and stars all revolving around it. It's an idea that has stood for over 1,000 years, backed by common sense and the highest authorities. Now, imagine one man, armed with a new invention and an insatiable curiosity, daring to challenge everything. This is the story of Galileo Galilei, the man who moved the world. Born in Pisa, Italy, in 1564, Galileo was a true Renaissance man, a brilliant musician, a sharp-witted writer, and a revolutionary scientist. He wasn't the first person to invent the telescope, but he was the one who saw its true potential. Instead of just looking at ships far out at sea, Galileo pointed his spyglass to the heavens. What he saw would change humanity's understanding of our place in the cosmos forever. Through his improved telescope, Galileo discovered that the moon wasn't a perfect, smooth sphere, but a world covered in mountains and craters, just like Earth. He saw that Jupiter had 4 of its own moons, orbiting it just as our moon orbits us. This was a huge deal. It was the first clear evidence that not everything in the universe revolved around the Earth. He even observed the phases of Venus, which showed it must be orbiting the Sun, not the Earth. These observations provided powerful evidence for the sun-centered, or heliocentric model, proposed by Copernicus nearly a century earlier. Galileo was excited and passionate. He published his findings in a book called Starry Messenger, which became an instant sensation across Europe. People were captivated by these new, incredible views of the heavens, but not everyone was thrilled. Galileo's discoveries directly contradicted the established teachings of the Church, which held the Earth-centered model as absolute truth. At first, the Church was intrigued, but as Galileo's arguments grew stronger and more public, the opposition hardened. He was warned to stop promoting the idea that the Earth moves. For a while, Galileo lay low, but his conviction was too strong to be silenced. In 1632, he published his masterpiece, Dialogue Concerning the Two Chief World Systems. In it, he brilliantly argued for the sun-centered model. While he framed it as a debate, it was clear which side he was on. The book was a direct challenge to the authorities. The reaction was swift and severe. Galileo was summoned to Rome to face the Inquisition. At nearly 70 years old, frail and in poor health, he was tried for heresy. Under the threat of torture, he was forced to publicly recant his beliefs, to say that the Earth did not move. Legend has it that as he rose from his knees, he muttered under his breath, "And yet it moves." Galileo spent the rest of his life under house arrest, but he never stopped working. Blinded in his final years, he continued his scientific investigations with the help of his students. He laid the groundwork for the modern science of motion, which would later be built upon by Isaac Newton. Galileo's story is more than just a tale of stars and planets. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of questioning authority, of seeking truth through observation and evidence, and of the courage it takes to stand up for what you believe in, even when the whole world is against you. He wasn't just an astronomer, he was a pioneer of the scientific method itself. He showed us that to understand the universe, we have to look and think for ourselves. Galileo Galilei didn't just move the Earth in theory. He moved the world into a new age of reason and discovery. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history and science, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the minds that shaped our world. See you next time.